Before the fabric touches the skin, it begins here, under the open sky.
Nature provides the raw material, waiting for the harvest to begin. Heavy machinery takes over, bringing scale to the collection process. Efficiency replaces manual labor, clearing acres in a matter of hours. Tons of raw fiber accumulate, ready for the first stage of transport. Loose fibers are gathered and compressed for the journey ahead. Volume is reduced to density, turning a field's worth of crop into a single unit. These modules stand like monuments, waiting for collection. The harvest is secured, leaving the field for the first time. The quiet of the farm is left behind. The noise of industry awaits.
The journey from rural fields to industrial zones bridges the gap between nature and manufacturing.
Every kilogram is accounted for, ensuring the yield matches the logistical records.
Verification is complete, granting access to the raw material processing yard. The facility is a hive of activity, constantly receiving the inputs required for mass production. The cargo is deposited, freeing the transport to return to the fields for another load. Here, the supply buffer is built, ensuring the factory never runs out of material. Specialized heavy equipment is required to manipulate these dense blocks of fiber. The raw material is brought to the threshold of the plant, ready for the first mechanical intervention. The solid block must be broken down back into loose tufts to enter the system. Transport is complete. Now the complex process of transformation begins inside.
Within these walls, raw agriculture is converted into industrial consistency through massive infrastructure. The human element arrives to oversee the automated symphony that runs 24 hours a day. Safety protocols are strict. Personal protection is the first step of the production process.
In an environment dominated by decibels and dust, preparation is non-negotiable.
The corridor serves as the final buffer between the quiet of the outside world and the factory floor.
The silence is shattered by the collective energy of 1,000 moving parts.
This facility is designed for throughput, processing tons of raw cotton every single hour.
Operators monitor the flow, initiating the sequence that separates fiber from debris. Pneumatic systems take over, transporting the light fibers through the initial sorting stages. The machinery is awake, and the process of purification is ready to begin. Heat prepares the fiber, removing field moisture to ensure the cleaning machinery works efficiently. Spiked cylinders aggressively comb the material, forcing heavy impurities to drop out of the stream.
Nature's debris is stripped away, leaving only the valuable white fiber behind.
Heat prepares the fiber. Spiked cylinders aggressively comb the material, forcing heavy impurities to drop out.
Rapidly spinning saws grab the lint, pulling it through gaps too narrow for the seeds to pass. The byproduct is separated for other industries, leaving us with pure, raw cotton lint. Final cleaning stages comb the fibers one last time, ensuring a uniform quality. Air becomes the transporter, moving the material instantly to the blending facility.
To ensure consistent denim quality, fibers from different harvests are thoroughly blended.
Clean, blended, and uniform, the cotton is finally ready for the spinning process. The chaotic clumps are combed individually, aligning every single fiber in the same direction.
What was once a solid bale is now a delicate film, lighter than air. Condensed into a continuous rope, the material gains its first semblance of structural unity.
Specialized coiling ensures the fiber can be pulled out later without tangling or.
Multiple strands are stretched and merged, blending any remaining inconsistencies into a perfect average. A gentle twist adds just enough strength to hold the fibers together for the final stretch.
Here, the roving is spun at thousands of revolutions per minute, finally becoming. Tension and twist turn the soft cotton into strong, durable thread capable of holding a seam.
The small spinning bobbins are consolidated into massive cones, ready for the dye house.
Imperfections are surgically removed, ensuring the final denim fabric will be flawless. Before color can be added, thousands of individual threads must be aligned into a single parallel sheet. Tension is critical. A single loose thread here would destroy kilometers of fabric later.
The yarn is prepared to receive the most iconic pigment in industrial history, indigo.
In the bath, the chemical bond forms, though the color is not yet revealed.
Oxidation works its magic, turning the yarn blue only on the surface, leaving the core white. Layers of indigo are built up dip by dip, creating the depth of color required for quality denim.
To survive the violence of the weaving loom, the yarn is coated in a protective layer of starch.
Precision setup connects the prepared warp to the mechanical heart of the weaving process.
Vertical blue threads intertwine with horizontal white threads, creating the signature diagonal twill.
The structure is complete. Raw denim is born, stiff, durable, and ready for finishing.
To smoothen the texture, surface fibers are incinerated in a fraction of a second.
Chemical treatment swells the fibers, locking in the dye and adding a lustrous strength.
Hot air and tension stabilize the width, preventing the denim from warping later.
Controlled shrinkage ensures the final pair of jeans fits the same after washing as it did in the store.
Continuous production requires buffer zones, allowing machines to run at different speeds without halting.
Computer vision scans every inch, mapping imperfections faster than the human eye.
Logistics are handed to autonomous systems, moving heavy stock with mathematical precision.
Dozens of layers are stacked with millimeter accuracy, preparing for mass fabrication. Atmosphere is removed to turn loose fabric into a solid block, ready for the blade.
The digital pattern is locked in. The transition from fabric to garment begins now.
High-speed oscillation creates thousands of identical components in a single pass.
The negative space is discarded, leaving only the jigsaw pieces of the final garment.
Every bundle is tagged, ensuring that the left leg always matches the right leg in shade and size. The assembly process is a mixture of human dexterity and mechanical speed.
Complex decorative stitching is executed by programmable jigs for perfect consistency. Heavy-duty chain stitching provides the structural integrity needed for workwear. The waistband unites the garment, closing the loop of the assembly.
Even the smallest details are handled by dedicated automation to save precious seconds.
Metal meets fabric, permanently locking the stress points of the garment.
Functional openings are reinforced to withstand years of daily use. Before they can be sold, the chaotic evidence of the manufacturing process must be removed. Tolerance is measured in millimeters. If the fit isn't perfect, the product is rejected.
Safety is paramount. Magnetic sensors ensure no broken needle tips remain hidden in the seams. While the factory focuses on output, the laboratory focuses on endurance and standards. The fabric is pushed to its absolute breaking point to guarantee durability in the real world.
Years of wear and tear are simulated in minutes to ensure the weave holds up.
We check how much indigo releases upon contact, ensuring the dye remains where it belongs.
Sudden stress is applied to measure the fabric's resistance to accidental rips.
Denim is organic. Subtle variations in color are sorted so every shipment looks uniform.
The garment has survived every test and is finally certified for the consumer.
Identity is attached to the product, displaying the size and fit for the retail floor.
Protection is applied instantly, shielding the fabric from dust during its global voyage.
Units become volume, packed efficiently to maximize space in the container. Sealed and secured, the package is now ready for logistics handling.
Individual boxes are consolidated into a single heavy transport unit.
Tensioned plastic locks the load together, preventing shifting during transit.
Thousands of units wait in the dark, organized by destination and delivery date.
Secured for the ocean crossing, the product leaves the facility for the final time. The final inventory is loaded, transferring custody from the factory to the shipping line.
And this is how modern factories produce denim jeans from start to finish. Subscribe for more real factory breakdowns.